The highlight race of the Del Mar meet, the richest race in California, the $1 million TVG Pacific Classic. The classic distance of 1.25 miles on the main track. Win and you're in to the Breeders' Cup Classic. We're off to the races.
Acclamation. Now Acclamation goes on to lead them. Game on 2 is going to go right up and race in the second spot. They've been followed in by Twirling Candy. Geronimo's dropping back on the inside of Trade about 2 steps, 2 goes to 5 races off the leader. And behind them,
Acclamation sets a track record in winning the Pacific Classic with Patrick Valenzuela. He wins his 4th straight graded stake and his first win on a synthetic surface.
No, I do have my case all over my whip, bro. California horse racing board for being especially with Bud Johnston and Don Warren. I mean, he's going to run on any surface. The polytrack, I'm sure he can run on a good too. I'm very lucky to be in the pilot seat today. It was relatively slow practice. I knew at the half-mile before they were in trouble.
As you turned into the stretch, did you think there was any chance Twirling Candy was going to get past him?
You know, if Twirling Candy was going to get by me, he would have got by me at the 16th hole, because when he got right to me, my horse stuck his neck out and just kept wanting to beat him. So I was very grateful. I'm very grateful to him. I want to say hi to all my friends in Louisiana. I love you guys.
It's quite a thrill, and of course, you know, it went just according to plan. We said we would probably take the lead, and Game on Dude would probably try to go with us, but we didn't think he could. But I thought that he would be closer to finish than he was. But Twirling Candy gave us a real run for our money. He always does. But he couldn't get by us. That's what faced off the finish line.
It's got to feel awfully good to make the call to go on the main track as opposed to the...
Yeah, well, I was never worried about the horses, but I've always been worried about the surface. I had so much bad luck here last year, and I just didn't want to take any chances with this caliber horse, but the track has been really good this year. There's been very little problem with it, and I thought, well, you know what, I think the track's good this year. It's not like last year, and so I took a chance. I wasn't sure exactly how he'd take to it. You know, I almost ran him in the Gold Cup. When I worked him over the Hollywood track, he worked a mile 38. He worked real good, but he blew so hard afterwards, I said I didn't want to run him. So that's why I didn't run him in the Gold Cup.
Right.
When I worked him here, he didn't blow for 18 minutes after the work, and he hardly could tell he worked. And so I was very, very pleased with that. So we said, let's go.
You went with P-Val. We know his history. We know all the problems he's had. You had faith in the Bud.
Sure. He's a great rider. Great rider. Yeah. I mean, he's not going to choke.
Yeah. What did you think of the way he rode that? I mean,
well, I thought he rode him very, very well. I mean, he rode him just according to the way we talked about it in the paddock. That it's all right. Let the horses come up to your flank and everything, but just when you ask him to run at the head of the stretch, he'll run for you, and don't hit him with the whip.
doesn't like the whip, does he?
He doesn't like the whip. I lost 3 races before I figured that out. But I said you can hit him all you want on the shoulder, and you can hand ride him all you want. Just don't reach back and cut him. If you do, you'll get beat. And he didn't. He did exactly, followed instructions perfect, and I sure am thrilled. It's great. It was a marvelous victory. Hi, Amy. How are you?
I'm just listening.
How much has his success helped stabilize your finances for your operation?
Well, you know, it always helps to win $1 million race. Pays a lot of bills, and yeah, it's going to help. A lot of it has to do with what it does to the value of the horse, what it does to his siblings, and you know, we've got several mares out of that family, and they're breeding back to unusual heat. You know, we've got a lot going along the same line, so it helps everything. It just helps your whole operation.
Is the Breeders' Cup Classic the end goal?
I don't know. I would be more tempted, I think, to run on the turf. I'd be more tempted to run, I think, as I understand this, that we can use this success here to run in the other race if we want to, from what I understand.
Right.
So